Good morning, dear student. So today, as last class, I have discussed about the database. So in this class, I am going to discuss about a structured query language (SQL). So in the SQL, there is DDL, DQL, and DML is there. Then we will see what is the definition of SQL. We will see the data types of the SQLs. Then we will see the different commands of SQL, how we can implement those commands, and how we can work on those commands. So let us see what are those things are there. So SQL means SQL acronym for Structured Query Language. It is a standard language that was developed for using for accessing and modifying the relationship of the database. That means SQL is originally developed where in IBM Research Laboratory in St. John's, in connection with the project developments of the prototype for the relationship database management system that is called an R in 70s. So SQL was being used by many of the database management system like MySQL, then PostgreSQL, SQL, Oracle, then SQLite, Microsoft SQL Server. So all these things are there. So when we find all these things are there, we can see here that there are the different type of advantages of using the SQL. Why should we use the SQL? We should use the SQL first and foremost that it is a very high speed working process. Next, what no coding is needed for it. We don't require any pattern of coding. All well defined standardized the system is. Portability, that means we can carry it from any place. Interactive language, we have the interactive language and multiple data views are there. So this is the thing that we can find. That means MySQL is what currently the most popular open source database software. Okay, so it is a multi-user, multi-threading database management system, and SQL is especially popular for the web. So it is one of the part of the LAMP platform. Unix, Apache's, MySQL, PHP, WIMP platforms, Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So this is the things that we can find that we do have, and we do work on this particular structure. So what we can find that MySQL AB was found by Michael Wedinas Monte. Okay, or Montevideans in David Axberg and Alan Larison in the Switzerland in the year of 1955. So you can see this is the picture, and this particular dolphin is there for the symbol. So this is what MySQL is. So why should we use the MySQL? First and foremost thing, it is an open source and it is a free of cost. That means open source and available at free of cost. There what we can find, number one, portability. Portability means small enough in size and it can install and run in any type of hardware, operating system like Linux, Microsoft Windows, a Mac, etc. are there. Security system, it's a database where secured and protected with the password what is there. Connectivity means what various API are developed to connect with many programs and languages, isn't it? So query languages, it support SQL, that structured query language for handling the database. Now you see here the SQL commands. What we have seen that there are the different pattern. SQL commands has been divided into a different pattern. What are they? They are the DDL, data definition language. Under the data definition language, where we can find it create the database, and the structure of the command like create command, alter command, drop command, etc. can be used. Data query language that retrieve the data from the database, so that select is there, isn't it? DML, data manipulation language, where we can manipulate it, that records rows related operations like insert, delete, update, all these things are there. We can find it. DCL, data control language, we manipulate and permissions or accessing the right to the table of the command like grant, revokes, all these commands are there. Next what we can find the transaction control language. So it is used to control the transactions and the commands like commit, rollback, save point, etc. is there. So what we can find it that SQL data type of the SQL. What are the data types that we can find? First we say numeric. Numeric is divided into two parts. One is a decimal data type. Decimal means where we can give the zero floating point number, where we precise the criticals, isn't it? And integer data type. Integer data type means where we have this size and there is a whole number system of 4-bit. Maximum range is -214 483 6482 plus 2147483647. Okay, not 8. That means unsigned it is going to range from 0 to 4 294 967 295. String, what we can find it, string is a character type. That means they are a fixed length is there, isn't it? It range for 255. And varchar means where we use the variable and character. It also range from 255 for the storing page. 1 byte is there. And date, what is a date format? Date generally what we give, date, month and year. But here the format is totally reversed, isn't it? then dd. So this is the example what we can find. We have a particular range and in this particular range we are giving the data. Okay, so see here in the SQL we have lot of commands that we will use. Very simple command. First command, to show the database. That means first you have to see that what are the database exist, because directly you cannot create one database. First see what are the database exist. You will not going to create a duplicate database. So what, show databases, to see the database. Now if you want to see the table, same command, show tables. Now if you want to create a database, what commands you will give? Create database, then the database name. Here one example I have taken, my school. Okay, now if you want to delete a database, then drop database ABC. Suppose this particular database you want to drop. Now if you want to remove the table, that means drop table, then the table name, suppose ABC table. Okay, after you create the database, we have to use the use statement to change to the current database. Like use school, that means it will going to change and go inside the particular database. Now inside the database, when you enter, that time you will going to create it. So create table, then the table name will come. So here what has been given, student as a table name. Then last name, it is a varchar. Varchar means the type, character type. Just now we have seen what is a character type. We have varchar 15 we have given. First name also varchar 15, city also varchar 15, because here the numbers can come or any special characters can come. And class has been given char 2. And describe, DESCRIB, describe or DESC, any of this command you can use to see the table. Describe, then the table name. Okay. Now how to insert the values. So if you want to insert a value in a existing table or any new table, then you will give insert into, then table name. So here the table name is student, so student has been given. Then values. Now what are the values? That way we have to give. Suppose we have what, we have the number, then we have the different structures. What the thing that we have? First we have the last name, then we have the first name, then we have the city, and then we have the class. So see here, first the last name is given, then the first name is given, just roughly it has been given, then the city has been given, then the class has been given. Similarly, when you see it that all the things has been given inverted comma, this number also has been given inverted comma. Why? Because it has been given in a character format. So when you give any character within an inverted comma, that will form a string. Okay, number into an inverted comma, that will form a string. Now how to see it? Select asterisk from student. That means asterisk is an wild character, wildcard character, asterisk, question marks, all these things. So if you give asterisk, that means what are the things are there, all the thing will going to come. Select asterisk from student where class equals to 4. That means when we have given it, these the things will be implemented, isn't it? So there is a column project name. First select first name from the student. Suppose if you want to select only one column, If you want to update anything, so update student set class equals to 5 where student name is Freddy. That means we are changing the values, isn't it? Now deleting the selected rows, delete from student where first name equals to one row that name has been given, so this will going to delete, isn't it? Select at what to select the file name, and we have to distinct it. Now here we have comparison operator like greater than sign, less than equals to not equals to, or greater than less than, greater than equals to, and greater than sign. Logical operator and or not, all these things are there. And comparison operator is followed by null. Suppose select asterisk from city where city is null. That means between clause we can use all these thing implementation. I will show you between clause, like select asterisk from student where class between 4 and 6, isn't it? Where clause, so we can use that as where and in. Select asterisk from student where class in 4, 5 and 6. That means in clause and where clause, both the thing has been used here, isn't it? So pattern like operator means what? That we have a wildcard character like percentage that represent the substring, underscore represent a single character, or question mark represent a single character, isn't it? So this is the way one single dash also represent a single character of it. So there what we can find, this way we can represent it, like select asterisk from student where name like a percentage. That means those which will start from a. Okay, select asterisk from where name like percent seeing percent. That means before of that anything should be there, then the thing will going to come. Select name from city where class is greater than 8, and that means two condition is used here. When we are using two condition, that what we say, and or not, and name like. Name equals to is not, name like we have to give here like commands. Okay, so SQL commands what we can find, that order by clause is also there. So select asterisk from student order by class. Okay, so class, all the class will come. Select asterisk from student ordered by DESC in the descending order. Okay, so when we create a table, in a table what we not null, ensure that we cannot have a null value there. Unique value, the command should have an unique value. Primary key, as I have said it, that when we are constructing this, we should create the not null and unique identifier of the table. Foreign key, that is uniquely identify the rows and columns. Checks to ensure what is the values that are been satisfied. Defaults, it will going to set the values. And when no value is been specified. Index means what? It used to create the related data, and the database is very quickly. Now what we can find is the create table parcel. Okay, creating with a constant. ID is not null in primary key. Last name varchar 255 not null. First name 255, age int. Character varchar 205, default there will be Jaipur, constant string. That means what we are doing, we are making the thing and we are working with a certain conditions. Okay, like here create table orders, order ID not null, order name not null, personal ID integer, primary key order ID, foreign key personal ID, and that way also we can give that which will be a foreign key, which will be a personal key, we can refer here and reference to the person. So database, what we can find the alter table. Alter means what? To use, add, or to delete or to modify. All for all this purpose alter command is used. Okay, so all the thing will be shown to you in practically. So alter new command, say alter table name, then add the name column, then data type, then alter table, then the table name, then drop column, then the column name, alter table, then the table name, modify column, then the column name, data type. So altering it, alter to modify column name, data type equals to null. Alter table name, add constant my unique constant, unique column ID. Alter table name, my add constant my unique constant, check condition. isn't it? So primary key, my primary key as primary key, drop constant. Now alter table name, drop index, my unique constant. That also alter table name, drop constant, my primary key. Alter table name, drop primary key. So this is what we can say, and we can find it a group by condition also. Like we can use the group by condition for this purpose. Group by, then the column name. Okay, and with those functions we can use it, like average function, minimum function, maximum function, count function. So we can use it. See here, the thing has been used. One table has been taken. From there, so select sum of what? Salary from employee. Select minimum salary from employee, maximum salary from employee, count salary from employees, select average salary from employee, select count asterisk from employee. Asterisk means all the values, isn't it? Now we can see use sum, like select sum salary from employee, select sum distinct cell from employee, select sum from employee where city equals to Jaipur, select sum from employee, like group by clause, group by city, select job comma sum salary from employee, group by job. Okay, minimum also that we can do, select minimum group by select job, minimum sales, another two column we have taken here, and with a group by clause. Now maximum also we can do with the same way, that max, then there is a group by clause that we can use. Okay, minimum also, average also we can do from the same way. Count asterisk from employee, that also we can do. Count sale from employee by group by city, count, select count asterisk sum sale from employee, group by job. So the value must be there with it, without which it cannot be done. Like having clause means like select job comma sum pay from employee, group by job, having sum of pay greater than equals to 8,000, having employee group by then what, job having average pay greater than equals to 7,000. So this way we can give the group by clause also, isn't it? So we can use the having clause also. So this is the thing what we can find, that ordered by clause, like select asterisk from student, ordered by city, select in the ascending order. Now if you write it ordered by city descending, then it will do in a descending order. Select name from a city, where name like percentage, ordered by class, isn't it? So this is the things that we can see, that we can use all these things, and practically we will see that how we are using them and how we can implement them. That is what a very important thing that we can see. Okay, then thank you. I am ending my today's session here. Next class we will start the practicals. Thank you all.